Right now, this, right now. I'm seeing through it now. All of the bullshit is running from me. All of my haters, they gunning for me. I think the people, they fucking with me. Woo! I feel like I got it made. Woo! I feel like I'm in the game. Woo! I feel like I'm in the paint. Shoulder is up, ready to play. Ayy, I'm never lame though. I'm high like the blue in the flame though. Wait, let me step out of my Quavo. I think I'm a Bombay though, but I don't drink the Bombay though. Cause I don't need to inebriate to think I'm fucking great. I need a chance, where is my life?
All right, welcome to another episode of the Unruly Breakdown. I'm Johnny Tapia. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello. Hey everybody, my name is Remadee Love. I am a rapper, singer, songwriter, and dancer from Newburgh, New York.
All right. Now, your rapper name. What does Remadee Love mean, or where did it come from, and why did you choose that? Why'd you go with that?
So, when I think of my name, I really wanted to change my name to something that was aligned with my purpose. And my purpose is healing, whether that be through my music, whether it be through my food, whether it be through inspirational speaking. And Remadee, I feel like, was the perfect synonym. Oh, was the perfect synonym for healing.
Mm-hmm.
And even the way that it's spelled, it's also spelled in a way that if you read it, it looks like the word remade.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really where I was as an artist. I was really in a phase where like my sound was changing, I was changing. So yeah, I felt the need to, completely reinvent myself.
That's cool, and that's different because you just gave a whole thing about your rapper name. Other people just like, yeah, I just because I like it.
Yeah.
I am who I am because I like it.
Yeah, no.
All right, so you were in Cali for a little while.
Yes, I was.
So when you tell people, are you rapping out of Cali or are you rapping out of Newburgh, or like what do you really rap?
So
like,
I 100% I rep Newburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I am not from Cali.
Mm-hmm.
I was born at St. Luke's Hospital. Honestly, I would say Cali definitely molded me and helped me become a woman because of the experiences that I had there.
Mm-hmm.
Really having to be completely independent and figure things out on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But I will always love my city. I mean, even before I was doing music, I was trying to do events in the community to really like raise the consciousness.
Okay.
And I also was a teacher too. So, I'm very connected to my city. So I will always rep Newburgh.
Okay. And now you brought up the teacher thing. So was rapping always something you wanted to do, or did you dabble in different careers? Like, what was that like? When did you find out that you wanted to we'll answer that first, and then we'll get into when you actually wanted to be solidified as a rapper.
Yeah. Rapping was never, ever, ever a part of the plan.
I never knew you rap. It came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
it was never a part of the plan. I went to St. John's University. I got my bachelor's for sport management.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even graduated college, I had a full-time position with the NBA. And I was in D.C. working for the Washington.
With the Wizards, right?
Yeah, Washington Wizards. I was 22 years old, making like $80,000 a year. And, people would look at that as, wow, like, that's successful. You made it. And in my mind, I'm like, if this is success, why am I not happy? I'm working 60 hours a week. I'm drinking 3-5 coffees a day. I'm having McDonald's for lunch. Like, I was completely miserable. And I wasn't aligned with my purpose. So one day I just walked in and I quit. Like literally how you said.
Yeah.
I just walked in and I
walk
quit.
out. If you're not happy with it, and that's what people don't understand. People don't understand. I gave up a nice job too. I was a social worker, and I was getting paid really good money, but I wasn't in love with social work. I'm in love with sports through kids. Like, you know what I mean? And if you don't love it, you don't do it. And people don't understand, like, yo, but you're getting paid this amount. I'm like, bro, I don't have no kids. I don't have no responsibilities like that. Yeah. If I had a kid and a mortgage or some shit to pay, then yeah, I'm gonna stay at my job. But I'm not forced to stay here. And if I'm not happy, you gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get it 100%.
Yeah. So I left the NBA and I moved back to Newburgh and I became a middle school teacher, all boys school, private school in Newburgh, where it was literally only for inner city boys.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was an amazing experience. I mean, honestly, out of every job I've had in my life, that honestly was the best job.
Okay.
But while I was doing that, I started doing events for the community. So me and a couple business partners, we brought out Dr. Umar Johnson.
Okay, nice.
We brought out Dr. Cobbin. The biggest event we did was the Hudson Valley Vegan Food Festival.
Yeah.
But at that time, I was dating someone who was an artist.
Okay.
And so before I was dating him, to me, music, I thought I was like, okay, you go in the booth, you record a song, boom, boom, bam, that's it. I didn't know mixing, mastering, the levels to creation, and seeing him do it, it made me fall in love with it.
Yeah.
But I did not have the confidence at all to do it. It's just nothing I could see myself doing. And so when him and I broke up, I don't know, out of nowhere, I just started writing. I was writing like every single day. I would take my sister's car and I would just go like park on the side of the street, and I would like 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm writing for hours. Go inside, eat, come out, write another couple hours, like, and it happened for like a month. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to Atlanta and go full force as a rapper. Like literally that.
Atlanta, you said?
Yeah. Literally, I'm like, all right, after doing that I'm like, I'm gonna go to Atlanta and go full force as a rapper. And moved down to Atlanta, and that's really where everything began. At that point in time, I was living with a family member who also was doing music, and so he really like molded me and really like just taught me the art behind everything. You know, I had viewed the art with the person I was dating, but once I took that step to be an artist, living with my cousin who at the time, like I said, was in music, he really like, you know, taught me like really like how to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I transitioned to rap. Honestly, it wasn't like a step-by-step process. It was just something that like kind of happened. And I think that's what purpose is. You don't really plan your purpose. Your purpose just kind of like, it flows through you. So yeah, here I am.
That's cool. There you go. All right, cool. So, who in the game, if there's anybody in the game right now, in the rap game, who influences you? Like, who is your biggest influence, or who do you look up to, or who do you want to, you know, maybe inspire to be or be like or whatever?
So, okay, this is actually probably very unconventional. I'm going to start with I have 3 inspirations. I'm going to start with my music inspiration.
Okay.
So growing up, my mother was heavily involved in the church. So I was completely blocked out from all the hip hop. I didn't grow up listening to hip hop.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up really watching. I didn't get past Channel 13 until 2009. So I was completely like oblivious to all of that. The only hip hop album I had was Will Smith because it had no curse words.
Yeah.
And so my inspiration growing up was Britney Spears.
Okay.
Like I wanted to be Britney Spears. I loved that it was like the whole like entertainment aspect of things, singing, dancing, and she did backflip in her video and stuff like that. But once I started doing music, and I started to really have like an appreciation for rap, my biggest rap influence is Rakim. Because, well, one, Rakim was the first person, he like really transitioned rap. Before him, rap was doop-ba-da-doop-ba-da-boop-ba-da-boop. And like, he brought in the cadences and the flows. And what I loved about him the most is the fact that like, he was spitting real shit, but he was swaggy with it. He was cool. Like, he was a conscious rapper, but people still wanted to be him. So, Rakim definitely. And then as far as, I'm really big on visuals. I love visuals. I love dance scenes. So Missy is a huge influence. Like creatively, like, I mean, singer, rapper, dancer, I mean, she does everything. So those are definitely 3 of my biggest influences.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, all right, let's say one of your songs pop off, right? Pop off on the internet, you get 60 million views or whatever the case may be. You got record labels hitting you up. And you have a choice now. You can stay independent and do shows and stuff like that and get all your money. Or do you sign with a major label?
So this is something that's been on my mind for a while because the opportunities have come around in certain ways. And honestly, really, record label is just another word for bank. It's just another word for money. And I've actually had success in getting sponsors on my own. So if I get to a space where I have thousands of followers, millions of views, really what my goal is just to lock in sponsors. Sponsors will give you the money, and they're not like an investor, so they don't have any say in what you're doing. They don't have any say in your art. They're just literally here. I'm going to give you this much money, wear this in my video, post this on Instagram. So no. My goal is not to be signed. I feel like with me having the experience working for the NBA, me doing the events, like these were all things that was preparing me to be able to be a successful independent artist. So no.
Okay.
They want everything. They want 360. That's the only way that they can get. That's the only way
they got that thing, you know, United Masters. I think now where you own all your masters and you can, you know, because I think that's a big thing now. What's going on in the industry? I remember I was watching Joe Budden podcast and he started crying because who is it? Was it De La Soul? They were going on tour or something like that. And they were only going to get like a 10% cut or something like that. It was some kind of bad number. It was a really low number. Because they didn't own their masters. They don't own their music. All right. So, unfortunately, I don't know, about maybe 2 weeks ago, I think, 2 weeks ago, Nipsey Hussle passed away. And I know that you're a rapper and you were in LA at the time, you know, of your life. Did his untimely demise, like, how did it affect you? Or did it have any effect, like, or what? And you can be real. Like, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it don't affect people. Like, but I think a lot of rappers I saw affected by this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tell us.
Well, for me, I mean, honestly, I mean, at first I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
Like, that, honestly, that's the first artist who passed away, and, like, it actually made me cry and brought tears to my eyes. And for me, it had a huge impact on me because I was in LA and I was like, you know what, what should I do? Should I stay in LA and just keep pushing and make things work here and then go back to my city, you know, or should I just go back to my city and try to make things work? And with Nipsey passing and seeing the impact that he had on so many people's hearts, so many people in his community, so many people that he grew up with, like, for me, it was kind of like a clear sign that, like, I don't need to be here in LA to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's more important for me to go home and affect the people who I grew up with, you know, give opportunities to the people who I went to high school with, you know, like, and even one of the, kind of a little bit off topic, but still within this, like, with Party winning a Grammy and knowing that a lot of those songs he wrote in his, like, mother's house. He wasn't in LA, he wasn't in Atlanta, he was in Newburgh. You know, so Nipsey's passing definitely showed me, like, the importance of, like, at the end of the day, yeah, like, you know, we want to make money and, you know, we want to enjoy making music, but I'm doing this for influence, for impact, to change, to help, to heal, you know. So definitely, yeah, I would definitely say, like, his passing had a huge impact on the direction in which, you know, I wanted to move forward with my music.
All right, so that was a couple quick questions for Remadee Love, so y'all can get to know her a little bit. Now we're going to get into this Unruly Breakdown, break down her lyrics of her song. So what song are you breaking down today?
So the song I'm breaking down today is Winner Winner. And the reason I'm breaking it down is because even though on surface level it may seem really fun and free, there's a much deeper meaning behind the song. So I want you guys to really, like, get a grasp on the lyrics. I'm seeing through it now. All of the bullshit is running for me. All of my haters, they gunning for me. I think the people, they fucking with me. So what that means is that, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm seeing straight through the bullshit. If you're fake, if you're not being honest, you're not being real with me, I can see straight through it because I can feel your energy off rip. And when I said haters are gunning for me, I was very naive early on in my career, thinking that, like, nobody's hating on me. Who doesn't like, I mean, I'm so nice. Who doesn't like me? And then I realized, like, wow, okay, yeah, there are some haters and there are some people who kind of, like, you know, don't want to see me win. Woo! I feel like I got it made. Woo! I feel like I'm in the game. Woo! I feel like I'm in the paint. Shoulders up, ready to play. So that line is, like, you know, a reference to, like, when you're playing basketball, you know, and you're in the paint and, like, you're right under the basket and you're ready to go. Like, that's how I feel right now, as far as, like, I'm really, really close to the basket and I'm ready to score right now. So yeah.
I like that. That was good.
Thanks. I'm never lame though. I'm hot like the blue in the flame though. Wait, let me step out of my Quavo. I think I'm a Bombay though, but I don't drink the Bombay though. So I'm hot like the blue in the flame. Okay, like, you know, like the flame, the blue part of the flame, that's the hottest part. That's the fire part. That's me. And I said, let me step out of my Quavo because this song, this is not my normal flow. Like, this was me playing off of the Migos flow. So I was like, let me step out of my Quavo. And then when I say I think I'm a Bombay though, but I don't drink the Bombay though, I'm not a drinker. Maybe, like, you know, a cup or two. I'll hit the weed, but drinking, that's, like, not really my thing. So I'm bomb without having a drink. I'm emo-tepping, architecting, get it right or get it stepping. Have a seat and get this lecture. Oh, you walking dead, I betcha. All right, so this is a history lesson. I'm taking you back to Africa. Imhotep and architecting. Imhotep was a famous architect who was responsible for the Egyptian step pyramids. And so I'm using that to explain how I'm literally architecting, like, creating my entire life. And oh, you walking dead, I bet you, like, there's a lot of zombies. There are a lot of people in this world who are asleep. We need to wake up. Wake up, people. I will revive you, dissect and look inside you. So when you look to clouds for guidance, know the source inside you. So I affirm it. I am a healer. And so I'm really big on, like, looking deep inside of people. I want to dissect and know everything that you've been through, your traumas, what you're going through. And as far as when you look to clouds for guidance, it's referring to the fact that a lot of people think that God is like this big figure, this big man in the sky who's like looking down on us and granting our wishes and punishing, whatever the case may be. And I believe that God is inside of each and every one of us, and we create our reality. So if your reality is not good, you created it. It's easy for us to be like, oh, I created this reality when it feels good, when things are going well, but when things aren't going well, we're like, oh, no, I didn't create that. So yeah, stop looking up and look inside.
That's a really good point. All right, so that was the first verse of the song Winner Winner. And now you're going to get into the hook.
Yes, sir. So, I think I already won. 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 All the guys wanna fuck with me. Wanna know what it feel like to be free. All the guys, when they stuck to me, laid out the plan like the cutlery. So for me, the reason that I even made that hook was because I wanted, like, I'm big on affirmations. I believe affirmations literally like lay out and create our lives. So I think I already won is like literally saying, like, affirming it now, not like maybe I won or can I win? Like, no, I won. I'm affirming it. And all the guys want to fuck with me. Like, people who are on that same vibration of me, the same vibration as me, are being attracted into my life. And I laid out the plan. You lay out cutlery all nice and neat. So I laid out the plan for everybody. So yeah, I think I already.
All right, so that was the Unruly Breakdown with Remadee Love. Shout out some tags. Oh wait, let me ask you this: you got any new projects coming, or any like? What are you working on right now?
Yes. So I don't want to say too much, but next month I have a visual coming up. Ooh, do I even want to say it? It's gonna be goddess themed. It's gonna be very goddess.
So you're working on something.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
And then after that, I do have a song that I'm featured on that's actually completely different than what I've done before. It's a turn-up song. It's real fun. I didn't get too serious with it. It's really playful. It's a club banger. So, yeah, I'm excited to show you guys some new stuff.
All right, good. All right, so now, shout out your tags, your social media things that where people can find more music for you, or your social media, your handle.
Well, Remadee Love, that's Remadee, Love, Love. And you can find me on Instagram and on YouTube. I'm not on Facebook. And SoundCloud, I just have my one song up there, but I release everything with a visual, so just go to YouTube.
And now is it Remadee Love _ anything, or is it straight Remadee Love?
Straight
no
Remadee
spaces,
Love.
no
I'm
nothing.
the only one. No others exist.
Good. That's hard to do.
I know, right?
That's
I know,
hard.
right?